Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And today I'm using the Shadowscapes Tarot. And before I get into the reading, I just want to let you know that I'm doing a webinar on Tuesday night. It's this Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and the webinar is on how to read tarot cards for yourself. So we're going to be talking about I'm going to be teaching you my favorite techniques for giving yourself really insightful readings, and we're going to be talking about the blocks to giving yourself a self-reading and how you can overcome those blocks. So if you're interested in doing the webinar, it's $25 and you get a PDF full of really fun tarot exercises and worksheets. And if you're interested, I'm going to post the link to my webinar as a pop-up in this video, but it will also be posted in the About section of this video. Okay, so let's get into the reading. So I'm going to start with the first card, which represents Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. Okay, so we've got Justice. Now, for some reason, Justice is my least favorite card. Not just in this deck, but like in all tarot decks. I'm not really sure why. But so we're starting the week off with Justice. Now, Justice is about, well, I get a couple things with this card. One, it's about balance. And two, it's about clarity and finding clarity and balance through cutting away all that is unnecessary. So I think everyone, I mean all of us have a lot of, I like to think of it as sort of fog in our lives, so things that are sort of cluttering up the airwaves, or things that are sometimes distracting us, or just sort of useless things that sometimes get in the way. So an example would be like well, worry, like worrying about things and overthinking things, and then all the things that we use to sort of distract ourselves with. So, you know, creating drama, even like books, TV, movies, music, all the things that we sort of use to distract ourselves. And Justice, I feel, at least in this card at this particular time, I feel it's about sort of being able to cut away some of those things to get to the core of what's really going on and what you really desire, what you want to create, and just getting very, very clear. So I think this week will be about eliminating distractions and cutting away the extra kind of junk in your life that doesn't add to your life. So the stuff that drains you. So whatever that might be for you. So it might be like boring social obligations or sort of chores that don't really need to be done all the time. You know, overcommitting yourself, whatever it is that kind of clutters up your life, just taking a really sharp, clear look at that and asking yourself if you really need that in your life, and if it adds to your life, or if it just sort of distracts you or drains you. Okay, so moving into the middle of the week, and just going back to the Justice card, this week is a good time to cut ties with either commitments or people or places that no longer really resonate with you. They no longer add to your life. And that can be a hard thing to do, and you might feel really guilty, like you can't do that, but you can. And this week particularly is a good time to do that. Okay, so middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, we've got the Fool. So two major arcana cards this week. And the Fool, funny that it comes right after Justice, after I was talking about cutting sort of ties to the things that drain you, because the Fool is about freedom. And as you can see, she's about to sort of step off this cliff. Or maybe she isn't, but it kind of looks like she is. And there's a real sense of freedom. And if you look at the card, all these little birds, it looks like she's got like ties around her waist. And when I first looked at it, it looked like the birds were untying her. But maybe they're holding her back so she doesn't fall. I'm not sure. But my first impression was that they were untying her. And so especially since it comes after the Justice card, I get the real sense that this is about kind of the feeling you get after you untie yourself from things that were kind of holding you back and draining your energy and not adding to your life. So new beginnings this week. There's a real resurgence of like this fresh energy, like you feel like you can do anything, and it's very optimistic, very positive, very youthful. So you want to really capitalize on that and take advantage of that. So when you start to feel this way this week, when you start to feel that sort of free, giddy feeling, this is the time to start making plans or creating. So however you like to create, if you're a writer or painter or whatever you do, this is a good time to start doing that. So you want to capitalize on that energy. And then the last card, so the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we've got Four of Cups. Now, Four of Cups, I feel like, if anything, this is almost just sort of a warning card. So it's saying, if you don't follow your, how do I put this right? If you don't cut yourself loose of things that you no longer enjoy, and if you don't follow your heart and follow the path that your energy is leading you, the energy can get kind of stuck and stagnant, and that's where the Four of Cups can sometimes come in. And that's the Four of Cups really illustrates that feeling of kind of boredom and dissatisfaction, where you're just kind of waiting around for an opportunity to show up, or you're kind of, you don't know how to make your life magical, so you're just going to wait around for someone else to do it for you, or for you're just going to wait for it to happen, but you don't actually want to take steps towards that. That's kind of what this card symbolizes. And this can happen if we repress our natural instincts and our natural energy, because your natural energy is always kind of pushing you towards the right path, and you're going to notice this through things like desire and just what you want to do, sort of those natural urges of what you want to try. So you might just suddenly get this idea in your head like, ooh, I really want to take a painting class, or I really want to travel to this place, or I really want to spend more time with this person, or whatever. And sometimes we tend to suppress that and think, oh no, now's not a good time, I'm too busy, I have too many commitments, or I don't have enough money, or whatever. And we tend to kind of repress that, and then that's when this sort of stuck energy kind of happens. So if you notice yourself at the end of the week having that feeling of stuckness, or things just aren't that magical, things are kind of boring, that's where you need to kind of take a step back and really look at, well, what is my energy showing me, and what have I wanted to do in the last few months that I haven't done for whatever reason, and what would happen if I did do like one of those things? How would that shift things? Okay, so I'm going to take a quick step back and just see if I can see anything else here. Just want to look at this card a little more closely. I also get the sense with the Four of Cups, this is about self-reflection. And that's the positive side of this card. This is about self-reflection. And if you've had kind of an active, really exciting, busy week, the weekend is a time to go within and reflect on all the things that happen, and just kind of going within, maybe doing some journaling or whatever, meditation, or just contemplation, just like, contemplating things. But this is also a very self-reflective card, and you need that self-reflection after, all the excitement and action of the days before that. Okay, so this has been your weekly tarot card reading. My name is Kate. I'm from dailytarotgirl.com, and thank you so much for watching this. And please feel free to add your own interpretations in the comments below. And also feel free to check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. I've got lots of fun tarot exercises, tarot spreads, tarot deck reviews, all kinds of fun stuff on there. Okay, so thank you so much for watching.